Well, hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. Really do appreciate your time tonight. We are talking about Johnathan Boley, the case 5-year-old missing out of Alabama. We've got some news that is just breaking a little bit ago about Johnathan Boley's mother filed a protection order on the father, Jameson Kyle Boley. And I'm actually going to show you some of those documents. When this child is missing and what those documents say. Wow, I'm going to show you. I'm just kind of speechless right now. We're going to get to all of that on the other side of this.
I've walked through storms in scars and grace, smile through pain with a painted face. They called me too loud, too much, too strong, but honey, that's the reason I belong. Every scar's a scripture, every tear's a hymn. I found my worth where the light grew dim. They tried to break me, but here's a twist. I turned my pain into a clenched fist. I'm an unbreakable woman, born of fire and pearl. I shine like grace in a reckless world. You can test my faith, you can shake my plan, but I'll rise again. Just watch me judged by the gloss, not the cause. But God don't build weak hearts from gold. He made me fierce and he made me bold. I bend, I pray, I roar, I rise with mascara, tears and battle cries. Don't need your crown, I forge my own. From ashes, honey, I build my throne. I'm an unbreakable soul, dressed in truth and pearls. The fire don't scare me, it lights my world. You can doubt my voice, but you'll hear my name. I'm holy and hood, and I'm done with shame. For everyone called too much, too loud, too real. You're not to anything. You're exactly what power looks like. I'm an unbreakable soul, through the fight and flame. My scars are stories, my strength, my faith. Faith in my heart, fire in my curls, forever divine. Clutch them pearls.
Well, hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me on this late night edition. Really do appreciate your time. You could have chosen to be anywhere on YouTube. You have a lot of options anywhere on the internet, anywhere in the world, and you chose to be right here. I know your time is very valuable, and I do appreciate you spending some time with me. Today is New Year's Day 2026. It is currently 11:16 p.m. on the east coast of the United States. Bonjour. Thank you all so much for joining me. Just in the last little bit, some new information came out that is even more concerning in the disappearance of Johnathan Boley, 5 years old, who is missing. out of Alabama. And let me see here. And we're going to get to those documents out of Jasper, Alabama, that is. And we're going to get into those documents shortly. Johnathan Boley's mother filed an order of protection. When was it? In 2021. And you're going to see her own handwriting in this order of protection. And boy, oh boy, is it concerning that whatever happened here is really, really bad. Before we get started, guys, if you don't mind, hit that thumbs up button. Would be very, very thankful if you would do so. And share this live out would mean so much. Okay, guys. So let me let me show you the father who is in custody on unrelated charges right now. This is Jonathan's father, Jameson Kyle Boley, and he is in custody right now, and unrelated charges to nothing to do with the disappearance as of now with his 5-year-old son, Johnathan Boley. There was the home and the property was essentially littered with BOMBS that I assume, or we'll just say allegedly, he had made. Yes, Gypsy, good to see you, honey. Yep, good to see everyone. Thank you guys so much for joining me on this late night one. But yeah, we're going to get right into it. And is it ever something? Is it ever something? Remember, Jonathan's mom, her name is Angel. She lives in Florida. And this is the actual petition for protection from ABUSE. She has filed, or had filed, in the past. And when you this is just not good, guys. This one is a case where you just can't even imagine, right? Like, when a child goes missing, most parents don't litter their home with BOMBS and their yard. And again, the neighbors said that there was, that they were going off days and weeks, and even the day that little Johnathan had supposedly disappeared. Okay. All right, guys. Let's get right into it. Don't forget to. Yep. It's everywhere, Nina. It's everywhere. So it's is what it is. So here is the actual petition for, and this is Walker County, Alabama. When this is, I believe it was filed in 2021. And they were married 10/13/18, but it was filed December, I think it's 27th, 2021. Okay. The plaintiff is in the resident of Walker County, Alabama. The plaintiff, she was 27 at the time. Is the plaintiff involved in other civil domestic relations, child support, or juvenile? No. Okay. And she said the defendant is the victim, spouse, or former spouse. Okay. Date of marriage 10/13/18. Okay. Now, let's go to down here. Okay. The defendant is 36. So there's a big age difference between the two. 27, 36. Not too bad, but there's a little bit of an age difference between the two, right? 36, 27. Not the end of the world for sure, but just a note. All right. To get a protection order, the defendant must have one or more of the following: threatened to confine the plaintiff, made the plaintiff afraid that the plaintiff would be seriously injured. She checked that one. Made the plaintiff have sex by force or threat of force. Kidnapped the plaintiff or his or her children. Trespassed on the plaintiff's property. Tortured or willfully abused the plaintiff's children. Stole from the plaintiff, and she checked this one, recklessly engaged in conduct which risked serious injury to the plaintiff. Tortured or willingly abused the plaintiff's children multiple times. That one is not checked. Exposed the plaintiff's children to rugs, not checked. Injured the plaintiff, checked. Wow. Tried to do one or more of the acts in this section. Threatened to injure or hurt plaintiff. Stalked the plaintiff. Set fire to the plaintiff's house. Restrained the plaintiff. Explain the abuse that has happened. Begin with the most recent act. You may add additional 8x11 sheet of paper if necessary. Date and place where the abuse occurred: 12, 22, 21. Our residence, she says. Okay. There is a lot more. Okay. Now, the next one is, again, what she is alleging. Our residence. Described how the defendant hurt or threatened the plaintiff and how the plaintiff is in imminent danger of becoming a victim. Put hands around my throat, held me down, threw me in the kitchen. I can't see what it says, what that is. Kitchen is something. Choked me and couldn't breathe. Then sat on me, holding my arms down. I am genuinely in fear and that this will cause further abuse because, listen to this. This is the one. Listen to this. Thank you so much, Miss Dolores. Appreciate you, my dear. Thank you so much. This is the one. This is the bad one right here. I'm worried he will do all the above again to me or our children or potentially KILL, one of us. Oh my God. How was he not arrested for this? I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know. Now, this was in 2021, but, you know, we're here in first day of 2026. Very bad, guys. Very, very bad that this is happening. I don't know. I truly, it's just, and now there's a little boy missing. Hey, Kelly, Gypsy, Dolores, Mallory, Mama Bear, Adele, Carol, Holly, why did she file order against him, then why did she file an order against him, then have other kid with him? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. She should have applied for the PO in the name also of the children. Yeah, Johnathan would have been around 1 at the time or less. Yep. Holly, it seems like it's every day now, in my opinion. How come he had the kids by himself? He only has the kids about 5 days a year, right? And yes, Johnathan is the youngest. So Johnathan at this time was just a baby. I started a document. I sent it to you. Where's that American Justice? Or did you send it, honey? But apparently he was not, at least that I see, that he was ever charged or anything. What's 5 weeks? 5 days too many, in my opinion. Well, I mean, you go with your dad and you're only there 5 days out of the entire year and something happens. To me, this seems like, just my opinion as of now, it seems like this could have been even planned. Or something may have triggered him at the time. Right? But something is clearly going on here. Right? Clearly going on here. Let me find something. I have. Yeah, you can text me at 307-228-4906, or you can email me as well. Either one. Either one will work. But, they're supposed to start searching again in the morning. What is this? Yeah, it says, I'm worried he will do all the above again to me or our children, or potentially unalive one of us. I'm not sure. I don't think it ever became a thing. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Maybe that's why she moved out of state. That's the only thing I can think, is maybe that's why she moved out of state. She wanted to get as far away as she possibly could. But I have a feeling that wherever Johnathan is, the dog is there too. I hope that they end up interviewing Johnathan's brother, because I feel like we're missing something here, very much so, in my opinion. He was, yes, he was in the military of some sort before, but he works for, from what I understand, allegedly a heating and air conditioning refrigeration kind of company right now. Okay, I had it here just a little bit ago. Let me see if I can pull this up. It's in the groups yet. There is a group called Missing Johnathan Everett Boley Discussion and Updates. Okay. I was wondering earlier if she had a DV pass like this. 5 years, 5 days a year isn't much visitation. And yeah, what about that? Like, what about that? This visitation? That's virtually nothing when you think, I mean, 5 days out of a year, they don't live, he lives in, mm, I would say, not northern to central Alabama. She lives in Florida. But, I mean, like, that's not even enough to, I don't know, like, you wouldn't even know your dad, if you only see him 5 days out of the year, right? I'm also wondering, does dad have any sort of, does he have a a wife now, a girlfriend, any of that? No, they have not found. Happy New Year's, Jinkies. Love you, honey. Good to see you. The mother is probably terrified of him. Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure. Apparently. How was everyone's first day of the year? Good. I moved to Montana also. X tried to unalive me. Oh my God. I'm so sorry. So for those of you that's just joining us, just recently came out just a little bit ago. We got the protection order that Johnathan Boley's mother, her name is Angel, she filed this in 2021 when Johnathan was just a little baby. And she said that her husband, the father of Johnathan Boley, Jameson Kyle Boley, that he's was abusive to her. She is claiming in these documents, and as you see here, she said she was afraid that they will be harmed or dead, her or her children. Right? A piece of paper is no good. No, and who puts explosive in their yard in the first place and let your children play in the yard? You know something? That's a really good question, and it seems to be what But I also wonder, did he put because people are sick, they get really twisted. Did he put these in the yard and like let the kids out to play or the dog or anything? And if they come across one of these, which they were supposedly everywhere, and a kid comes across one of those, it's over. It's over for him. Right? I mean, I hate to think that, but again, this is a man, a father who is supposed to protect his children the 5 days that they are there, right? And all he has to do is throw these out in the yard, and that they're going the 4 a.m. maybe, in my opinion. I don't know. I wonder if the neighbor called police when they kept it. Yes, and Wednesday, actually the day before little Johnathan went missing, the neighbors called, and from what I understand, I don't think anything was done. Let's see here. Yeah, it was Wednesday. Yep. The day before he went missing. Well, in the bushes, on the other people's properties, there was pipes on other people's properties, neighbors, those were nothing. However, the ones at the home, in the yard, those were absolutely something, right? What do you mean, Don? Did the brother say that, or is the dad quoting? I don't know what you mean. His visitation should have been supervised the entire time. I mean, I wouldn't even make my kid, like, I would fight the 5 days a year. Like, 5 days is nothing, right? Yeah, well, it actually, it wasn't a misprint, Linda. It actually was not a misprint. It was the dad got the wrong age. Very similar to the Summer Wells case. Yes, exactly. Law enforcement obtained a search warrant and found things in the home related to boom booms, so the search was stopped, then to be cleared further. They have got it cleared, the FBI, and they're going to be resuming searching and all of that for Johnathan and the dog tomorrow. The dog or children could set one of those. That's what I'm saying, Munzie. Absolutely. 1,000%. Yes. Yes, Sarah. Is it possible he did not like the child for some absolute? Well, I mean, this is the thing. When it comes to filicide, it's not usually that they don't like, it's not that they don't like the kid. It's that they don't like their spouse more than anything. That's generally why they do these sort of things. They don't, they would rather say fuck you to the spouse and cause them pain because they feel like the spouse has done them wrong or caused so much pain on them. Exactly. Yes, I think this is going to be possibly a resentment or some sort of mental illness. But I think it's probably maybe a little bit of both. Maybe a little bit of both. Did it hurt the mother, in my opinion, and leaving one alive hurts her? I don't know. If it was an accident, why hasn't Dad said so? No, I don't believe this is. I mean, you can. So, remember, Johnathan supposedly went missing around like 11:30. Cops were not called for at least 2 hours after Johnathan was supposedly last seen. But then again, I mean, you got to think about this. If he was so concerned about Johnathan and the kids, you would not be having, explosive devices in your freaking yard. Like, you're setting up, you can very much unalive police that way, God forbid. Someone just doing their job, trying to come there and help. What are you trying to get clarification about, Don? About what? And I'll see if I knew anything about it. WVTM dropped this 1 hour ago with their 10 or 11 o'clock.
We've been going on now well over 24 hours of looking for the child, and we have not gotten
No, there has not that I'm aware of. There's not been any scent. There has not been anything to even indicate that Johnathan is in the woods at all. Apparently, the area that Boley lives in is unincorporated. So while the neighbors heard sounds prior, law enforcement may not have been able to do much until they have a search warrant. Well, yeah, they had to get a search warrant to even go in the house today, which further delayed them. I mean, think about this. They had to get a search warrant to go in for the explosive materials in the yard and all that. And that takes a lot of time from the investigation. When time is critical, the first 48 hours of anyone going missing, not only a child, but anyone, they've got to get warrants, decontaminate the place, and make sure everything's okay before they can even start searching. I mean, that's insane.
Any indication of the child being in the woods? We've got no
indication.
Thermal, no imagery from the helicopter and drones, ground.
No indication, no thermal, no imagery of helicopters, drones, nothing. What they're trying to do right now is they're trying to get the father's phone records and all of that to see where he's been in the last so many days. Bobby, it very well could have. It very well could have. I pray not. Pray to God not. But I don't think this one's going to turn out good, guys.
Searches hasn't revealed anything to my knowledge.
A 5-year-old boy who went missing in Jasper yesterday morning, believed to be in danger, and is nowhere to be found. The Walker County Sheriff's Office sharing an update in a news conference within the hour. Good afternoon. I'm Carla Wade. Thanks so much for joining us, and Happy New Year. Authorities have been searching for Johnathan Boley using drones and tracking dogs. He was last seen in the 7,000 block of Highway 195. The boy was living with his father, who reported him missing an hour after he was last seen. WVTM 13's Zoe Blair is joining us live in Walker County. And Zoe, you've been following this story for us all day. It appears that the search for the boy has taken some unusual turns.
Absolutely, Carla. This has been a very complicated search process. We're actually at a church right now where a lot of the search parties, the civilian search parties, gathered this morning. There were easily over 50 people out here searching for 5-year-old Johnathan, but they actually have sent the civilians home, asked them to stop searching because they have been finding explosives on the property. I want to give you a look at what we have seen during the search process today. There have been explosive devices found on the property of the home where they were looking for 5-year-old Johnathan. We have been told they were pipe bombs. Constable Alan Estelle actually showed us some images of those, and the father of 5-year-old Johnathan has been arrested for possession of those stolen devices on charges related to those explosive devices. And they've actually also found at least 8 explosive devices off of the property in the area where the civilians were searching. So
some of the media says that he was living with the father. Okay, he was not living with the father. He was at the father's home for 5 days, and he was supposed to go back as well. He was never living with the father. Okay. Oh, Dolores, thank you so much, Mama. I appreciate you. You're so good to me. Thank you so much, honey. Such a beautiful little boy. Very sad. It really is. It really is. He's perfect. He's a perfect little boy. Perfect little boy. And look at this. This is actual footage of what they found in this yard. What is going on here? What is going on in this man's head to think that it's okay to have explosives all around a yard with kids and pets. No, the dog is missing as well. And here's the thing about that. The neighbor says the dog comes at their home every single day. And that dog has not came to the neighbor's home since December 26th, the day after Christmas. They have not seen that dog since December 26th. Yes, Ann. So, where's the dog? That makes me wonder, to be honest with you, has Johnathan been missing longer than we think? I would like to know when's the last time the mother spoke with them, seen the kids. Did she speak to the kids every day? If she didn't, was there anyone else around there? Disca, my goodness, honey, 27 months. You are an OG gangster. Love you, baby. Thank you so much, Disca. So good to see you, my dear. Appreciate you. Hope you have a happy, happy new year, my dear. Really do appreciate you very, very much. I have a feeling, I really have a feeling this isn't going to end well. Yeah. hmm Why, guys? Why does this happen? I don't understand.
Been asking the civilians to stop searching just out of safety for them. And I asked Sheriff Smith today, Sheriff Nick Smith here in Walker County, what the explosives were for, if he had any idea. Just take a listen to what he said.
The father's prior military. It's just something that neighbors have said they've been hearing explosions for weeks now. They didn't really know where it was coming from. The morning before the report came in, one of the neighbors reported that they heard an explosion about 4 a.m. that morning. They just didn't know where it came from. Can't say that that's in any kind of connection to the missing
I got a picture of mom.
Now, those explosives on that property have prevented them from actually searching the property because they are trying to make sure that all of the explosives are clear before they have their crews there. I know that since about 8:30 this morning, the FBI has been out there working to clear that property, and any minute now, Sheriff Smith should be having a briefing with the FBI just to get any kind of update on where they stand in that process. As soon as he gets done with that briefing, we're told he's going to give us an update as soon as.
Yes, and the father not only had the BOMBS on there, he had booby traps planted in his yard area on his property as well. I have a picture of what I believe is mother. Her name is Angel. God bless her. Keep her in your prayers, guys. Beautiful young lady, beautiful little Johnathan as well. Yeah. Yeah. I think a lot of people are still getting it mixed up. They're thinking that these the ones that was found at the neighbor's property were duds. There was like 6 or 8 of them. Those were duds. But the ones on his property were not duds. In fact, the neighbors heard for the past several weeks that Jameson, the father, had been detonating these all the time. And even the morning that Johnathan went missing, there was a detonation at 4 a.m. So, yeah. Bingo, Liberty. Yes, that's what I said earlier. I was like, you know, this guy, not only could he be facing, if something happens, again, he's not been blamed. I want to make that clear, for harming his son as of today, January 1st, 2026. He's not been blamed for that. But if it ever comes a time that he is, and he even still may be charged, because if you know that there is explosives on your property and you call 911, that they can get you for attempted murder on each officer that was there. Right? Because you're essentially, something harmful is all over there, and you didn't tell the officers, and they just run in there, and thank God no one got hurt, but they could still charge Jameson for attempted murder because of that. Yeah. Allison. Yeah. So this is not going to be good. I was wondering if the boys took off to find the dog. I don't think so. No. Allegedly, what they are saying is Jonathan's older brother's 1 year older than Johnathan. He said allegedly that the last time he saw Johnathan was next to the fence. Now, was that supposed, was he told to say that? Is that the truth? I don't know. What was he charged with? Child endangerment. He's not been charged with anything other than the explosives. That's all. The mom blew the brother back home to Florida. I've heard that. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely there'll be. Absolutely. The FBI is there, and because it is called, it's I can't say it here, but it starts with terror, and then I'll just say istic. He will be charged, I'm sure, with that as well. Many people are saying maybe this is PTSD. Could be part of it, could be all of it, may not be any of it. But again, someone that is blowing up shit for weeks on end, that's just not normal. It's just not normal. I doubt they would allow the brother to leave as soon because he's a witness. I think mom would ultimately probably be able to make that decision. It's sad no one could search because of those. Yeah. He needs mental help. Do you think Homeland Security will also be? Absolutely. Yeah. Oh yeah, he's going to be getting federal as well. This is what he said this evening. It's a couple minutes long.
Sheriff, to start off, go lines on the ground.
I really like this sheriff. He seems like just no nonsense. He's very direct, and he's working his ass off. this, Alabama doesn't have a lot of people, especially like I think northern Alabama. So
we're fixing to put some
I
more
like
canines on the ground. As you can hear now, the helicopter's still in the sky. We're still looking. We suspended the search a little earlier because volunteers were flagging potential things that they thought might be explosives. We have identified across the street that none of those items flagged were explosives. Okay, so we're going to resume searching back across that side of the property in the morning.
he works for a refrigeration company, and refrigeration is a very, I mean, it's a really good business. It's a really good business. It's really well pay.
But for tonight, we're going to keep everything contained to the right side of the property and continue to search. The house has been cleared. Now our investigators are inside trying to collect any additional evidence to maybe help us find this child.
I don't know,
Like I
Jim.
said, again, I'm very pleased with the community outreach and community support. Just today alone, since 7 o'clock, we had 126 first responders that came out to work, help try to find this child. We had 161 volunteers that came out to help search. We covered over 500 acres today, which is a lot of ground to cover in a short amount of time that we got done today. We're going to regroup again tomorrow at 7 o'clock. I know rain's supposed to be moving in, and we'll have to, play it by ear and see how the weather goes throughout the day.
Sheriff, I think one of the questions before
Yeah.
is what is the
Tomorrow, almost technically today, it's supposed to be raining tomorrow. They're going to start at 7 o'clock in the morning, rain, sleet, snow, or shine. And, it's going to be a difficult day tomorrow. Thank you, Susie.
search look like? You mentioned today that there's been no indication that the child's in the woods. Does that mean you're expanding your search to other areas of kind of Walker County, or are you guys looking anywhere else?
Right now, the FBI is working on some things, and they're working on collecting data and information that may expand our search later on. But for right now, we don't have any reason to believe it is expanded outside of where we're at now. We're just continuing to just methodically search this area here.
Do you know what those devices were, if they were not explosives?
They just said they was not explosives. They didn't go into any details.
So since it's been determined that those devices that were found are not explosive, will volunteer people be able to come out
Tomorrow at 7. Tomorrow 7. So same thing we did today, we'll repeat it again tomorrow at 7. People can come in, they can check in, and we'll start this process again tomorrow for volunteers.
Overhead, are y'all still doing drones and stuff tonight? Or is that
Yeah, so the helicopter's running their FLIR and thermal from the sky. They'll be running that through the night. So whenever the helicopter goes and refuels, we'll put the drones back up in the air. So we'll constantly try throughout the night.
Oh, interesting. I'm going to show you something.
In the air. The FBI's got some fresh canines here that are about to do some searching on the property. The main.
So, Deborah, I showed it in the other live where it was. Dreamcatcher coming in clutch at 21 minutes. Yeah. How you doing? How you doing? Thank you so much, Dreamcatcher. Really, really do appreciate you. Let me show you guys this right here. Someone writes, a local, he always, meaning the dad, he always used big explosives for at least the past 4 years that I know of, because I've been in the area when he's set one off, and it's not a little bang. It can shake a whole house. I'm a little sick from the situation because I've not ever heard anything good about this man. And the police have been out there several times because he was disturbing the peace. I'm praying this baby is okay, but I have a terrible feeling in my gut. Not good, y'all. Not good at all. Bex, good to see you, baby. Thank you so much. I missed that one. Sorry. I've got some catching up to do in this case, but from what I'm hearing, it's not looking good. Thank you so much, Bex, for 16 months. You're a rock star, girl. I really do appreciate you. You want to go back on my other live? Daphne and I was live earlier on that. And yeah, so it's that doesn't sound good. And does anyone have the name of the father or the mother of the child? And then we obviously know his name and her name. His name is Jameson. Mother's name is Angel. Uh, and I think I read this one earlier on my other live, but after doing some digging and talking to neighbors, I'm very fearful that Johnathan didn't go missing yesterday. I mentioned that just a little bit ago. I'm kind of wondering if he really went missing yesterday, or did he go missing before, like maybe the day after Christmas, the 26th or the 27th, perhaps. I don't know. Wait, what? Thank you so much, my dear. 14 months coming in clutch. Fine, Johnathan. And Buck safe. Yes. Buck is the dog. Thank you so much for your continued support, my dear. Really do appreciate you. Y'all guys hit that thumbs up button. Greatly appreciate it. Consider becoming a member of the Pearl family. Would always love to have you. And this person writes, after digging and talking to the neighbors, I'm a little fearful little Johnathan didn't go missing yesterday. Many reported dad has been pew-pewing off explosives days prior. Mom was set to get her boys yesterday. Okay. So the same day, mom is supposedly to get her boys is the day that they're declared missing. Huh. The irony of that, right? I know, Zelda. Me too. Me too. Okay. Excuse me. It makes one wonder if he only reported the day she was flying in to cover his tracks. I pray to God this isn't the case, but with as many discrepancies and odd circumstances in playing in their minds of many neighbors and locals, this would be a reason for dad to require local PD to gather a warrant prior to entry. All of this, it's gut wrenching. I have hope that he's out there and will be found. I'd be lying if I said I didn't get the feeling of something sinister within this case. Send prayers so deeply for the boy and his mother and brother. Hashtag bring home Johnathan. The FBI is now investigating and waiting to clear the scene. They've already done that. Any possible active explosions to clear the home and land. Why would one man have his home essentially sealed with explosives, let alone with children in his care? Neighbors who stated, listen to this, Dad did not even come out of his home yesterday. That he's always had, quote, odd, end quote, behavior, and that many have reported the explosives time and time again. If you see this young boy or the black lab, call law enforcement. Right. Now, this person has been all over defending Johnathan's dad, Jameson, and she has every right to do it. Every right to do it. But she says here, I have nothing to hide. It's okay for them to use anything that I say. I'm not his girlfriend. He is my best friend. Yeah, the reason being their mom moved to Florida, question mark, and him already had two wives before leave him and take the kids to question mark. So he figures, well, if I fight this, I'm just going to lose anyway. So he gives her everything she asked for. Please just stop for a second and consider that. He is a person just like anybody else who actually has feelings, but he loved them boys. Loved, loved, not loves them boys. Loved, period. He would sacrifice himself for anyone, especially any of his children, and anyone who actually took time to get to know him would know that. Um, it's just never good enough for me. Um, well, she moved to Florida and, she was just going to get anything she wanted anyways. Um, you fight for your kids if you listen, you always fight for something that's important to you. Always. I do not see the black lab having a bond with a child that's only there 5 days a year. Yeah. I don't even think they're divorced. Yeah, they're divorced now. But if the brother saw him leaving with the dog, then Ellie would have the exact location and time, making it much more likely Jonathan would have been found by now. In my opinion, he's been missing longer. I believe he's been missing longer as well. I agree. Absolutely agree with that. Um, and I did. He has allegedly 6 children. 6 children, by the way. 6 children. How many? Like, how old are these children? 6. Yes, Adele. Send an email. Okay. I don't know what you. Dog on game cam 12:26. Boy arrives 12:28. Older boy says Jonathan and dog go under through the fence 12:31 before noon. Yeah. Yep. Mhm. My parents' property in Alabama is the city I've called Ellie because I've heard what sounds like mortars going on. Ellie told me that they're aware, but the person lives in really, Deanna. Um, yeah, they've said that they have just complained and complained and complained. But you would think that, right? Like unincorporated or not, you have to have a license or a permit to have certain types of boom booms, explosives, right? Hey, Joyous, Tropicana, hello. I think there's 10% bond, 20%. Yeah. I hope visits with the other children are paused. Well, yeah, he's up in the clink right now. I don't think he's going to be going anywhere. Narcissistic users always play the victim and the good guy to others. Sounds like, yeah. To me, this makes me feel like just the way I feel, and I just want to make it clear it's not a fact or anything. Like, he's mad at mom. He's really mad at mom. I mean, if he's got 6 kids, and that means there's probably kids always on and off at his house. Why these kids? I don't think that I just don't think that they I just don't think he walked off at all. Sherry, thank you so much, darling. Appreciate you gifting a pearl necklace. Thank you so much, my dear. You received that pearl necklace. Make sure you give our girl Sherry a big, big thank you. Thank you, darling. Appreciate you very much, my love. We let firecrackers go last night until police drove by. Apparently, it's against the law in my city. That is crazy. It is here after 10 o'clock. Yeah. Ask me how I know. I pray that it's true, Adele. I am kind of jaded from the other cases I've seen where common sense seems to have flown out the window. What did Adele say? I don't know. I just don't think a lot of people have common sense anymore. I agree with that. You just become a little. I know what you mean. All right. Yes. So for those of you that's just joining us, there is some breaking news documents that has just rolled out here in the last little bit. There was an order of protection that Angel, the mother of 5-year-old Johnathan Boley, filed in Walker County, Alabama. And this was on their marriage didn't last long. December 27, 2021, it was filed. So they were married on 10/13/2018. Okay. Let me look at this. Hold on. Okay. 10/13/18. 12, 20, 21, 18, 19. So they were married 3 years. I mean, that's a lifetime in today's marriages. Sad. God. And she got she tried. I don't know if it was actually approved for an extended amount of time or not, but Angel Boley versus James Kyle Boley. And again, this is the same address that is there right now, where little Johnathan went missing, and that where Jameson Kyle Boley, the father, lives currently. And she tried to get, she says, made the plaintiffs afraid of the plaintiff would be seriously injured, reckless, engaged in conduct which risk serious injury to the plaintiff, restrained the plaintiff, threatened to injure or hurt the plaintiff, injured the plaintiff, right? And she says this happened 12/22/21 at their residence, which again is the home where everything is taking place right now. But what's more shocking in all of this is this, in my opinion, where Angel says, this happens at a residence. Please describe how the defendant hurt or threatened the plaintiff or how the plaintiff is in immediate danger of becoming a victim. Angel wrote, put hands around my throat, held me down, threw me in the kitchen. I think it's island, choked me, and couldn't breathe, then sat on me, holding my arms down. I'm genuinely fear the defendant will cause further rather because I'm worried he will do all the above again to me or our children or potentially unalive, starts with a K, ends with an L, one of us. But again, I don't see a seal. I don't see a seal. I don't see it I don't see um a notary on this. Didn't mean it, you know, didn't take place or whatever. Uber, Sherry just gifted me. I'm super grateful. Oh, thank you, Rita. Thank you, Miss Sherry. So, yeah, really bad. Wonder if his first wife went through similar. Well, he's got 6 kids. So he's with how many women, I have no idea. I'm sure that will come out. She may not have filed it. May not have filed it. I don't know. The news reports that the Boley home is in Thatch, Alabama. It's unincorporated near the Jasper, Walker County. It isn't. Hmm. I don't know. I haven't heard Thatch, but you're probably right. Where exactly? I'm guessing it's unincorporated. Now you see this picture right here. Look at this photo right here, guys. Is this is I'm sure this is probably this past Christmas, right? What's unincorporated mean? Unincorporated means there's no mayor. It doesn't really have town. It doesn't have rules. It doesn't have a post office. That kind of thing. I wonder if there are any of them out there in the. Oh, I'm sure it'll all come out, Allison. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah. I mean, you can. He looks very well cared for. Very well cared for, little boy. Um, bless his heart. But like, you should. It makes me wonder. I think this was this right around Christmas, probably right before he left for his dad. Yeah, no local government, usually commission or sheriff, yeah, anything like that. Yeah. It could be a year ago, but I don't think so. I think they're going to have us probably updated. He looks a little younger here, maybe. Um. Oh yeah, they're already dropping it here. Yeah. Okay. Um. This is probably this. this past Halloween sometimes there. When was this?
And we're staying on top of Zoe, him right there on your screen. WVTM 13 Zoe Blair has been in Walker County all day, and she's joining us live now. Zoe, a bit of a change here. The sheriff is now asking the public not to join their search. Why is that?
Well, Carla, the public was out here searching earlier today. There were easily over 50 people out here searching for missing 5-year-old Johnathan Boley. But during that search,
by the end of the day, there was probably 200 people.
They found some explosive devices off of the property in the area that they were searching, so they're trying to help make sure that the public stays safe and asking them to avoid the area. Now, I want to give you a look at what we saw when that search was going on today. They were searching the area all around the house where we're told that the child went missing from, and one of the biggest issues has been these explosive devices. They have a warrant to search the property that the child went missing from, but they have not been able to do that just yet because there are explosive devices all over the property. One of the Constable Alan Estelle here actually showed us a photo of some of them. They are pipe bombs, and we're told they're all over the property. The neighbors in this area say they've been hearing explosions for weeks, some of them at 4 a.m. They didn't know what they were or where they were coming from, but now the sheriff's office believes that was likely the source.
Yeah, I honestly, like my boys always kept their hair short, but because I just didn't like, my preference for my kids was that the boys didn't have long hair or anything, but this little boy wears it really, really, really well. Like, he looks natural in it. Some people can just wear it.
VTM 13 News starts now with breaking
Okay,
news.
this is brand new.
And that breaking news happening right now in Tuscaloosa. Police are investigating a deadly shooting. This is a live look at that scene on DuPont Avenue.
What? Okay, here we go.
And we're also continuing to follow breaking new details in the search for a missing Walker County boy. Thanks for joining us at 10. I'm Carla Wade. The clock is ticking in the search for Johnathan Boley. The sheriff's office says he was reported missing Wednesday afternoon. Deputies say that he was last seen with the family dog. WVTM 13's Aaron Llewellyn is following the story for us tonight. And Aaron, you were able to talk to the boys.
To me, I'm wondering if this guy, if like the dad does he have cameras at his house? Is he like paranoid type? If he is, then maybe the cameras will help. Did he undo the cameras? I don't know.
She told us that she's just hoping for the best.
Yeah, Carla, you can only imagine how scary it is for Johnathan Boley's family, not knowing where he is. Now, his aunt describes him as a country boy who loves nature, Paw Patrol, and running. Now she's asking the community to pray for his safe return. The search for Johnathan Boley continues.
So it's almost kind of like he just disappeared, and, we're just hoping for the best.
The Walker County Sheriff's Office says the father told them Boley was 5, but the family told us he's only 4. The child went missing on Wednesday, and Boley's aunt, Kim Smith, says the past 33 hours have been scary.
Hold on, what? Wait a second. Wait a second. Is he 4? Is he 4 or 5? Can we get an answer? Listen to this.
Now she's asking the community to pray for his safe return. The search for Johnathan Boley continues.
So it's almost kind of like he just disappeared, and, we're just hoping for the best.
The Walker County Sheriff's Office says the father told them Boley was 5, but the family told us he's only 4. The child went missing on Wednesday.
4, I had him placed as 4. I had him placed as 4. Dad said he's 5. Family says he's 4. And this was updated WVMT at 10:26 Central Time, an hour ago. So I don't know if he's 4 or 5. Maybe we'll get to know tomorrow. The family's saying 4. The dad said 5 after the no dogs can help. Yeah. I don't know.
And Boley's
That's crazy.
aunt, Kim Smith, says the past 33 hours have been scary.
Having all this help come out and not having an inkling of anything, no signs of anything that, he's been out in the woods, nothing from the thermal drones, from the dive ponds today.
Kim says Boley may have been following the family dog named Buck, a black lab mix, and left an area he wasn't supposed to. Sheriff Nick Smith says more than 160 volunteers and 120 first responders came out to help with the search on Thursday. The FBI is also helping out with the investigation. Boley's father was taken into custody after investigators found what they believe to be explosives on the property.
We suspended the search a little earlier because volunteers were flagging potential things that they thought might be explosives. We have identified across the street that none of those items flagged were explosives, okay?
Helping them cover more than 500 acres in the search for Boley.
Small communities stick together, and that's just something that we are very grateful for, that we had so many people come out to help us search for Johnathan.
But the fear of not knowing where her nephew is still difficult for her. Kim says she's holding on to the hope she has left.
I just hope that he's found soon, and just want to let him know that his Aunt Kim loves him.
Now, during our last time talking to Sheriff Smith, he told us the search efforts will pick back up on the ground at 7 a.m. in the morning. Now, until then, helicopters will still be flying in the area to see if they can find Boley. Volunteers are encouraged to help out with the search effort. Back to you.
Okay, so we got something from a family member that posted. She says, our sweet John is still missing. Excuse me. Our sweet John is still missing. Civilian searches have been called off for tonight, but will resume tomorrow morning starting at 7 a.m. So everyone who wants to help search, please meet at the Cornerstone Assembly of God on Highway 195. Everything will be coordinated from there. And then it continues. There has been an insane amount of information shared over the internet, some true, some not true at all. Cases like this are a magnet for drama and speculations, which distracts from the purposes of finding a missing child. Here are the facts that you need to know. John is 4 years old. 4. We were right in the beginning. Right in the beginning. Okay. 4 years old. Okay. And why is it not working? Okay. John is 4 years old and will turn 5 in April. He's 9 months older than my daughter, and they love playing together when my sister-in-law and the boys are home. We love when they're home. John has beautiful long curly blonde hair and natural highlights that I'm quite frankly jealous of. Over Christmas, I said that he has the hair people pay big money for. He's got the best big brown eyes. He has a wonderful mom, my husband's sister, who loves them, and his brother with everything she has plus some. She is one of the best moms I know. Her boys are beyond lucky to have her, and my kids love their auntie. She doesn't deserve this. John doesn't deserve this. His big brother doesn't deserve this. None of us do. Every resource possible is being used to find him. Every single one. WCSO, FBI, and JPD, other state agencies are all looking for John. Yes, his dad is in custody for unrelated charges, and we're not going to discuss it because it does nothing to help locate John. The custody arrangement is also not going to be discussed and is quite frankly no one's business because it is also does nothing to help us locate John. All people need to know is that the sister-in-law is an incredible full-time mom, giving those boys the best life they could ever dream of. The authorities know every single thing they need to know. His mom, his aunts, uncles, grandparents, all of us on mom's side are cooperating 100%. And we are praying every single second that John is found safe. We want him home. We need him home. That's all anyone needs to know. Everything else is irrelevant, she says. We appreciate everyone's help and prayers more than we could ever express. John is a loved little boy, and we can't wait to have him home with us. Please continue to pray and help us search. Thank you. Mm, wow. That's, guys, mom is there or went to take this. I think she's still there. I think she's still there. I really do. I don't think she went back, in my opinion. I mean, maybe she could have. I don't know, but um, so I gonna share this on my Facebook. I might make a short on that as well. Yeah, very, very, very bad. I don't know. One second. Sorry, 1 second, guys. Got another email here. 1 second. Okay. Yeah, I mean, today there was by the end of the day there was a lot. Who's up at 4 a.m. exploding stuff? Yeah. It's this is the dog. It looks kind of like a lab mix. I don't know if it's a boy or a girl, but there was so many people out there searching today. And that being said, I just don't understand how he or why he would go missing only 5 days into the very last day as well. Guys, the very day that she's supposed to pick up her children. No, the dog wasn't found. Oh, hey, Ryan. Good to see you. Justin, a search friend of mine believes evidence was thrown in the water. As far as we know, no water searches have been conducted. They have searched 2 of the ponds. They have searched 2 of the ponds around there. But that's all I know that they have searched around there. That's all. I'm pretty sure mom isn't talking because she's no, mom's they're all cooperating. They're all cooperating. Yeah, the statement Justin is reading is so written. The information that is relevant to the public is the most important. She's right about sending back. Absolutely. Absolutely. Can't imagine the day. Okay. She may have gone missing prior, just not responded. Yeah. Yeah. It looks like a lab mix. Yeah. Yeah. She's a good mom. You can tell she's a good mom. He's very well cared for. I think this is, to me, it just seems like something dad may have. The timing is very weird. We see this stuff all the time, unfortunately. Timing is very
Now,
weird.
just because the public is not searching does not mean that the search is over. There are so many agencies out here searching. Summerton, Jefferson County, Childersburg, people from all over are out here searching. They've been using helicopters. Actually, this is the first time in quite a while that we have not heard that helicopter out here searching. Sheriff Nick Smith is emphasizing that a lot of resources are going into this, and that's actually one of the most concerning parts, that these resources are being used and they have not been able to find this child yet.
Obviously, the concern is, as you can see, the resources that we have put into searching, the amount of people that we have had out searching, the grid patterns that we have searched. When you take the ground searching plus the air searches, the fact that we haven't found the child is concerning.
Piece of information you have.
Now, like I said, they have not been able to search the property just yet because of those explosive devices. The FBI has been out here working to clear that property and make it safe for them to search since about 8:30
Well,
this morning.
Not only about, the dog, Pink Butterfly says the dog not coming back is odd. He would lead him home. Well, the neighbors say the dog comes to their house every day, without fail, every day. And the last time they saw the dog at their property was the 26th. And I believe Johnathan and his brother were there, but the last time they saw, or when they showed up at the dad's house, I think I forget, the 27th or the 28th, I want to say, something like that. So, no, Debbie, the dad has been arrested on explosive charges, dynamite kind of stuff, pipe, BOMBS. The dog probably goes to the neighbors to eat. Did ear feeders because the dad wasn't feeding the dog. I don't know. 28th. Okay. 28th. So, okay, if he was there 5 days, if he's supposed to be there 5 days, right? He shows up the 28th, 29th, 30th, 31st, and today, the 1st. Hmm. 26 Babylon says. The day the mom, from what I understand, was supposed to get the kids, is the day that he disappeared. You know what I mean? Oh, hey, Miss Karen. Thank you so much, Mama. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for your support, my dear. Good to see you, Miss Karen. That's what I was thinking, Tina. Most loyal dogs are labs and Coldens. I don't know. I don't think it's an accident. I don't think it's an accident, in my opinion. I don't think you can have pipes in your yard and say, "Oh, it's an accident. He ran away." You know what I mean? You do so much, Justin. Oh, thank you, honey. Appreciate that. I don't know. I think this is, again, we have no idea at this point, but I feel like this is revenge. A classic, kind of similar to Melody. I think she just didn't want her grandma to get Melody. It was a classic case of filicide with Melody and Ashley Buzzard case. And I think, in my opinion, either dad might be struggling with some mental health, PTSD kind of thing, or I believe, again, very early on, just an opinion, not a fact, that this could be, yeah, you got what you want by getting 5 days a week. Here you go. I don't know, kind of Travis Decker kind of thing. But Dylan Redwine, that case, this is like feels like Dylan Redwine 2.0. She's good, Dark. Thank you. Sounds a bit like Travis Decker left with the dog and the kids. I know. Dylan Redwine, he went with his dad. His dad had custody. He did not want to go. It took a long time to find Dylan Redwine. I wonder if the night before, when the brother was sleeping, the father took the boy out. I don't know. It's very weird, though. Just, he didn't, you know, doing it to one and not the other. Maybe wanted perhaps to look like a true missing person. I don't know. It's just too early to tell. Right. Like, leave kids alone. How sick can you be? There's a lot of sick mother chickens. A lot of sick mother chickens out there. In my opinion, I think when people don't get what they want, they get angry sometimes. That rage makes them act out. Well, they feel so hurt, or, their pain is so deep that they want the only way they can inflict the pain that they think their ex or spouse or ex loved one deserves is the ultimate kind of pain. It's a really, really twisted kind of thing. But they're looking at all of his cell phone stuff now and trying to see if he's been around. But the neighbors said that he wasn't out of his house yesterday or day before yesterday. My lawyer made me send the kids with dad, even though he told them to say goodbye to me for the last time. I know. I can't imagine. And Deanna, and that's a very good point. A lot of, that's the classic one we think of whenever we think of like PTSD and, uh, our soldiers who came back or whatever. And again, like Soldier Girl, one of our mods who is a veteran, thank you, Soldier Girl, said you don't have to be in combat to have PTSD, by the way, but that's what we think of, like 4th of July fireworks, because it can set a lot of people off. But in this case, he's actually blowing up shit. He's actually blowing up. You know what I mean? So it's crazy to think that, PTSD can manifest itself in a lot of different ways, right? A lot of different ways. There has not been anything stated that he has any. No, there's not. My hubby hates the real loud fireworks. Small ones, not so bad. I don't like them either, but I just cover my ears. Oh my God, Joyous. Thank you, Mama. Appreciate you. You're very kind. Thank you so much, Miss Joyous. Love you, darling. Thank you, Mr. and Mrs. Joyce. Appreciate you very, very much for your support. My loves, good to see you. You are very welcome. Happy New Year. Oh, thank you, Miss Joyce. Appreciate you. And thank you for that email earlier, by the way. I appreciate that. Beautiful. Simply beautiful. T-Walk courts do not take emotional trauma into consideration with children either. You know, my heart really sympathizes because I'll be honest with you. I don't know how I would take it sending, like, if, I had a split home and, you had to send your kids somewhere or something like that. I would just be like, can I come along? Probably. Like, why don't you just move back in? I'll just deal with you for a while, I guess. I don't know. I don't know if I could do it, to be honest with you. I can't wrap my head around anyone hurting in this. I know. Of course, Tina. Of course, honey. Wonder how he was not flagged for buying the items. Well, Munzie, and I think that's going to open up a lot of questions. I really do, because, again, where is he getting these items? Now, there's types of things you can buy. I'm not going to go into it because I can't, and shouldn't, and don't want to. But it's the way that the neighbors have explained this, that these BOMBS can shake a house, and it's not just a little hiccup. Like, it's something big. And he's doing this often, right? So, when you get kind of things like TNT and all of that, dynamite kind of stuff, it's highly regulated. Do you have to get a permit for using them on your land? Well, I mean, most people just can't go out, and you just can't go out and buy, dynamite. Especially, my God, since, 9/11 kind of thing as well. Dude is unhinged. Is he making an underground bunker? I don't know. Unlawful manufacturing of destructive device or a biological. Yeah, and people don't get twisted up on the biological weapon kind of thing. It's or it has nothing to do with it. Neighbors reported it all the time. All the time they reported it. And in fact, they reported it this past Wednesday. The day before Johnathan goes missing. No, it has nothing to do with that sandwich. You can get dynamite for beaver dams easily? Really? The 4 a.m. prior. Why was bail set so low? It worries me. I don't know how much the bail was. How much is father's bail? Do we have a mugshot? I don't think we've got a mugshot, do we? $2,500. His bail is bond is $2,500. Wow. I'm surprised. Like I said earlier, I am very surprised, and it's not over till it's over, right? But I would not be shocked if he gets like an attempted MURDER charge for every single first responder that showed up and stepped their foot on that property with all kinds of explosives. And even the neighbors, even though they weren't the neighbors' ones, wasn't explosives. Yeah, $2,500. That's a joke. That's a joke. And I mean, I think you can put up even your property. Dad owns his HVAC company. And let me tell you something, HVAC is very profitable. Very profitable. Any type of refrigeration is very, very profitable. I don't know. We can probably bond out tomorrow, I would say. Justin, yes, I have 3, Melissa. 3, yes. And I've told people, but in my family, there was something that happened in my immediate family right before I was born, but it lasted to this very day. A crime that happened, a murder, and it affects our family still every day. So I get it. They will, yeah. I wonder if he works or has a diagnosis of PTSD or disability. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, I read that one. The dog has not been found yet. People can get a felony charge for a little lock pick set. So, how is possession of explosive devices not much more serious? It's not over till it's over. Dad owns his own company. Well, I mean, if you've ever have you ever called the HVAC people? You know how expensive it is for them to just show up on your door? You know what I mean? And sometimes they charge you the time that they start their car and show up to your house and then do what they have to do and then charge you even to get back. It's very expensive. Very expensive. They charge you, yeah, they charge you for their travel too. Oh yes. Mhm. Yeah. It's a great and it's very much needed. Shit, I should get my HVAC. I'll work under one for one of them. Oh god, the Freon just got on me. I don't know. I gotta fix my eye makeup in the work truck. Thank you, Karen. It's I've not talked about it, but it's if you know Josh uh from the lab, we've got very similar stories. Very similar stories. So, um, for anyone near enough. Gotcha. Okay, someone just sent me something. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I think I read that one, Sassy, earlier. This Rebecca woman who says that the dad, Jameson, is her best friend. She says she says, and him already had 2 wives before leave him and take the kids too. So it sounds like he's got a total of 3 wives. Again, that's not confirmed, but that's what this person says. And each of the wives, according to this person, has the kids and left. So if he's got allegedly 6 kids, 3 ex-wives. He's only 40. I mean, this sounds like a Chris Brown fight. You know what I mean? It's giving Edgar vibes. He's giving Edgar vibes. Pet cat vibes, if you know what I mean. Yes, Gypsy. A pet cat. Yeah. All right, y'all. Well, I don't know. Guys, can one of my mods that knows my Justin for All channel, sub up to it, because I'm going to be going, I seriously am going to be going live on that channel a lot as well pretty soon. So join us over there, Justin for All. Make sure you hit the bell. And we'll be hanging out with Pearl and all of that stuff. So let me do it here. Let me find it here. Justin for All. I might rename it, to be honest with you. I don't know yet. We'll see. Share channel. There we go. Here's my Justin for All channel. Right there. Make sure you go sub up to it. Hit the bell so you don't miss anything, because I'm going to try my best, as long as, it's not too crazy tomorrow with true crime. Right. It's called Justin for All. Right here. Again. Yeah, B Florida. I haven't even went live on it at all, that one yet. But we're going to. It's 2026. Thank you, Miss Joyous. So if you see Justin for All or something, I'll be live over there as well. Yeah, the number 4. Yeah, Justin, like justice for all with liberty and justice for all, but Justin, the number 4, and then all. Yeah, that was my first channel. Yeah, I'll have Remy over there and stuff like that. So make sure you sub up to that. Was sub there first. Me too. Me too. All right, guys. A lot of y'all started with me on Justin for All channel. Yeah. YouTube. Thank you guys for subscribing. Appreciate you. All right, guys. If anything breaks, I will be monitoring this throughout the night. If you have anything that you find interesting in this case, you can text me 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, 307-228-4906 about this case or another case. Or anything like that. Or you can email me, alljustice, the number 4, the letter U, @gmail.com. Text messages get answered much quicker than emails. But either way, we'll get back to you. All right, guys. Thank you all so much. Let's hope little Jonathan is found safe. I pray that there's just a good answer, God, a good explanation. I don't know. I really don't. But next sheriff's presser will be at 7 a.m. Central. Really, Gianna? Okay. So they're going to do a presser in the morning when they start searching? I know that's when they're going to start searching, but I didn't know they were going to do a presser then. Thank you, Miss Kelly. All the blessings to every one of you for your upcoming New Year 2026. I pray it is so good to each of you in every way possible. Is it cold in Alabama? Depends what cold is for you. It's 40s. It's supposed to rain today there. A lot. But they're going to, yes, according to CBS 42:10 p.m. news. Okay. Thank you, darlings. All right, guys. Yes, you are, Maurice. You're an OG. Thank you, Carolyn. Thank you guys for subbing up to it. Appreciate you. Much love, everyone. God bless each and every one of you. I'll talk to you soon, Lord willing. Good night. And Happy New Year, wherever you are. All right, guys.